All right. Looks like we live. So we want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co-hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
What's going on, everybody? I am the ultimate co-host, Market Prodigy, drum roll, Jerome Fitz.
Yes,
What's going
sir.
on?
What's going on, everybody? I am back in the building. I was on vacation
Hey,
last
man,
week.
it's good to have you back.
Yes, sir. It is good to be back. I am happy to be back.
Yeah,
Man, I was watching y'all boys though. Interesting stuff was going on in the market.
man, all kind of stuff going on in the market, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had a revelation on Friday as I'm trading. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna trade on Fridays no more.
For real?
I'm like, I probably still trade this Friday, but still, hey, maybe I was just pissed. I mean, man, the volume was down so much. But still, man, hey, maybe I was just pissed. I mean, outside of like trading like the first 30 minutes, I mean, I might become one of those traders that, man, I'm just gonna be trading during the power hour, like
Yeah.
3 o'clock and like early in the morning time.
Yeah.
When that volume is high.
Yeah. Cause I
Friday,
mean, like, cause it really ain't no reason to really trade too much, especially on like a Friday. Oh man, Friday, you really asking for it. Like,
I've been a lot
especially if
of
you've seen like big moves already, like you're really asking for it.
yeah.
Really, really asking for it. Like,
A lot
I'm
of
saying,
yeah, they talk about there is a such thing as over trading.
yeah, it is.
And then when you look at it, like especially when you look at a stock, and let's say the stock opens up at $50 per share in the morning time, and then it'll go up to 60, $65, and it's going up and down. And then before you know it, this thing is at $50 again by the time the market closes. So it's like, dang, man, if it was gonna do all this, I might as well. And then at the last 5 minutes, it just shoots up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
I should have just waited to the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, hold it overnight so I don't have to kill a day trade.
Exactly. Wasted all my time and energy waiting on this mess.
Take my profit in the morning and get the next one.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's how you got to play it. That's how you have to play it.
But I like to have my money. I hate having my money sitting on the sideline. Man. I love the idea of my money working for me. It's like every day is Christmas. When you look here or whatever, and you got presents under the Christmas tree, and you wait to wake up in the morning. That's how I am with the stock market.
Hey, I mean, that's how, and like once you actually start getting like that rhythm, and you start getting like with the flow of the market, and so you actually kind of know like what's going on. Yeah.
I'm not gonna stay in a pick that I feel like. First of all, I got in it for a reason, so I'm not gonna stay in it if I feel like, or especially hold on to it overnight if I think it's gonna go against me. So most of the time, if it didn't jump up like right there at the end or something, if I don't feel strong about it, I'll probably cut it anyway or whatever. But a lot of times in the morning, I see it moved up like $2 or $3. I made a couple $100. Like, I love it early in the morning when you just start out on top.
Yeah, that's like one of the best feelings, man. For real, for real. That's definitely one of the best feelings. Already being on top. Because, I mean, like, man, we've called some, like, we had a streak one time. And, I mean, like, I just haven't gone back through the same strategy since. But we had a streak at one point where I think we were making, like, getting 10 contracts, making, like, $1,000 or at least, like, $700 to $800 in, like, what, 30 minutes? It was like some ridiculous stuff that was going on, like very, very quick. Like it was insane, man.
That was that run that the market was on fire, man. Like toward like November, December, and maybe just at the early part of January. And then after that, I want to say around like February, March, and even up until like a month ago, we know that those interest rates were like killing us, man. And, I mean, they were. How high were they? Oh gosh, I used to watch that thing like every single day.
Yeah, they had got close to 2. I think it was like 1.6 or something like that. They had got to. It was something close to 2, but it wasn't 2. 1.7 or something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but yeah, it was very close to very close to 2, because that's what everybody was talking about, that 2% mark. A lot of people were talking about that 2% mark at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of that, we know we got inflation coming in, man. All this stuff.
Inflation.
Yeah, inflation is here for sure. Inflation is definitely here. So with inflation being here, now what I'm looking at is to see what the Fed is about to do, because the Fed, as you know, they have a meeting. They got a meeting this week. It's gonna be tomorrow, ends on Wednesday. So they got the 2-day meeting. So, of course, we know they're not going to raise rates or anything like that. So, what's in focus for this meeting right here is actually how fast are they thinking inflation is coming, and like what are they going to do? Like, are they saying that it's nothing right now or what? Because if they say it's nothing right now, I got some things that I want to show.
I hate when the Fed meets.
Yeah.
Because it's always some kind of wild price swing. I don't get me wrong. I love being able to capitalize off of that. But man, it's always like a wild swing, because it's gonna go both ways.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
It's a matter of you looking at the first, and like the only problem is it's like you don't know which way it's gonna go first. So it's almost like, man, is it better not to be in any active plays until they say something? Because if you're like up and then it swings down, it's gonna pull down some of your plays. And it's like, man.
Yeah. Hey, I guess that's when you have to put in them stops, and you just have to have to hope that it goes the right way for you.
I just close out, wait for it to dip, and hey, buy it on the dip.
That's the only thing you can do. Other than that, I mean, like, it's nothing else you can do.
Good season.
Yeah. There's nothing else you can do. So because of that, though, I have some plays that we can actually use. So we got Exxon. I got Exxon coming out of the energy sector. Then I have I got Southern Copper. Their ticker is SCCO. Exxon is XOM. The ticker for Exxon is XOM. Southern Copper, ticker SCCO. Because of course that's another metal. The first one was energy. We got metals right here, and then we got Newman Corporation. They're actually mining. Their ticker is NEM. So that's 3 things right there. You also got a whole lot of ETFs that track commodities and things like that. So, of course, if the Fed comes out and they're saying, like, we don't have anything to worry about, things of that nature, definitely the inflation trade, this is what we're calling, a lot of people are calling the inflation trade, basically just getting on to these commodity stocks and riding these commodity stocks. Because, of course, if inflation is here, that means that the prices are going to go higher on commodities, things of that nature. So why not make a little money on that? So,
one of my favorite commodity stocks is that AMAT. It's usually pretty pricey during the week, but once I start picking up my option contracts, buying when they're a little cheaper, like on Wednesday or Thursday, you can get it for cheap and like make a lot of money off it real quick. But AMAT, one of those applied materials, you get those, the raw materials and stuff, you can make a lot of money off of that one. It's really volatile.
Yeah, because don't they supply they supply stuff for the semiconductors, correct?
Mm-hmm. We all know, and we've talked so many times about that semiconductor chip shortage.
Yeah.
And I was reading something too with the chip shortages is, we've been talking about it as it relates to the EV market and to computers. Now it's creeping into not just the automotive industry. They're saying like even like regular electronics, stuff as simple as toothbrushes. Like it's creeping into everything right now.
Wow. That's crazy.
I I wonder if that's what's behind the production of Ride today. You know, our good friends at Lordstown Motors. I wish we could play that news clip of that CEO from a couple of months ago.
I'm telling you, it was back in March. Dude was literally on camera, like inside of the facility. Nothing's going on though. Nothing going on behind it. Like inside the facility, you alive. Like doing a whole interview, you got PPE stuff on. You got a carbon fiber helmet on. I know you're not doing work with a carbon fiber helmet on. You got like the whole yellow thing on, or your orange, whatever it was, Lordstown written all over it.
A Halloween costume party.
Exactly.
Like, everybody know this was fake. And it was dress rehearsal. And I'm like, who are you trying to fool?
It looked like they had like put one of them fake backgrounds on the Zoom call. Like they had put one of them things behind him or something like that, man.
And and then he was saying the wrong stuff. I mean, immediately after that interview,
we're making cars. I mean, we're making trucks.
No.
They run by, not gas. What they run by? Power, batteries. That's what they run by.
I mean, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a risk taker, and it's not really a risk. You know, I'm looking at what happened the day before yesterday. I'm looking at the stock chart now, where they began pre-market today around 1165, up as high as 1165.
Okay.
Dropped all the way down at one point to 896 today.
Wow. 896.
896. They closed at 926.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I got a couple of day trades. I don't know if it's finished because just with the antics and everything, but
yeah,
you know that this guy stepped down today. I wonder if he stepped down or was he forced out? Did they say?
They didn't say, but they're playing it as they resigned because it was him and it was also the CFO. So it wasn't just the CEO; it was the CFO as well. Both of them stepped down today.
Or the directors clean house, probably.
Yeah. Hey, but I saw one article. The article actually said that the new, like the interim management is an upgrade. So that tells you how bad and how not so well they look upon the old CEO.
Because you go out on a limb and you say that. So everybody knew that something was kind of funny and off with that balance sheet in the first place. Yeah. But at the same time, we do have to understand that they are a SPAC.
Yeah.
Or what the SPACs are kind of like fundraisers. No, they do not have a product. No, they haven't had any sales yet or whatever. So it's kind of like, how do you judge them? Because you can't say, well, what's their profitability or whatever. Like they hadn't made the prototype.
Exactly.
Yeah, it sold anything. So it's almost, what do you really pay attention to in the fundamentals? Like, I don't know if you like looking at pre-orders or you just judge them off of it's nothing. You got hype in the news, and then all of a sudden, you know, when you see that first one come off the assembly line, that's when everybody starts to get hyped when they see the prototype.
Yeah, exactly. Then it goes out there in tanks.
was it them or was it CCIV that Baja Challenge?
No, that was them, Lordstown. They made it like 2 miles.
Yeah,
my scooter went further than that thing, man. My electric scooter beat Lordstown.
Oh, you had to know. You could at least put that thing outside and ran it in the back or something like that.
They ain't know nothing, did it? They just kind of like put it together and dropped it outside and said, "Okay, we outside with it. Let's go ahead and just say that we got a prototype now. We're about to put it in a race. Go for it."
When was it when Nicolai company finally figured out that they really didn't have the design or anything built together for the idea that they had for the semi trucks? Remember, like they was selling the pitch. They was pitching it at first, and then come to find out they hadn't even built it or nothing.
Yeah. Oh man. I know who you're talking about.
Was
That's
it
the craziest
Nicolai?
thing, though. It's a lot. I think it may have been. I think it may have been because they got hit with with that short report too. Man, it's a
Yeah,
lot of people out here that's just like they're out here
and
just playing a lot of games, just acting like they're, doing something that they're really not doing.
Mm.
yeah, when that report came out, they went from like $76 I'm looking at, and then kind of flatlined all the way to like $20, and then they were just downhill from there. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they are starting to wake up right now. Nicola and Workhorse, we knew they were on fire last year, and they are starting to wake up. I mean,
Yeah.
we looked
Well, y'all
at
think they make a comeback? Nicola gonna make a comeback for that? They finally got the bill.
said,
So
are they gonna make a comeback?
I don't know what they're gonna do, to be honest.
I do know in the last couple of weeks they've gone from $10 to they closed to $17 today in like a week or two. That's a big move for them. And and remember, I didn't know that Nicola was also in that same breath as the hydrogen fuel technology.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're the hydrogen fuel cells. Yeah, that's the reason why I was jumping on their bandwagon at the beginning. But then I saw like their CEO was doing all these antics as well too, because they ousted him like last year, I think. Or if it wasn't last year, I don't think it was the beginning of this year. I think it was last year. It's been a while. So that was the first CEO that got ousted off of, off of this alternative fuel vehicle stuff.
But they're in the right technology, and I've been seeing like good stuff about them because
I saw Excel Fleet. I saw Excel Fleet just got some type of partnership in Michigan.
Yeah.
And they have some type of development or some type of site or something that's going on up there in Michigan. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think it has something to do. I know it has to do with, I think they got some type of contract or something with some municipalities or something too. Possibly.
Well, and the other big thing with XL Fleet is they announced that they're joining the Russell.
Oh, they're joining the Russell 2000. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
XL Fleet.
XL Fleet. And see, like what they're doing is, of course, they're electrifying the fleets. So any type of municipalities and things of that nature, people that have a lot of fleets that just want to kind of like switch it over.
Amazon, you could be talking about the mailman, United States Postal Service, or whether anything like that. People who have like these contracts with them, and they have like these fleet vehicles for the companies or whatever, 15 passenger vans on the pickup trucks, all that stuff. So I kind of like the market that they're carving out their own niche with that.
And you know what the craziest thing was? The when you were talking about the postal service, everybody was talking about Workhorse, like Workhorse. Like everybody was talking Workhorse was going to get this contract. And lo and behold, they do not get the contract, and Oshkosh gets it. And next thing you know, like all hell is breaking loose over at Workhorse. And like they have like one of the largest short interests on it, because I mean, like, who believes in the stock now? Because everything that they played the stock, like the whole game and the whole like marketing thing that they said for this was, we're gonna have this postal service contract. Now you don't have it. So it's like, what's going on? Like, what are you worth now? It's crazy.
Man, these folks just be raising money. That's how they do.
Raising money. Raising money.
Out of it.
Like they're just master money raisers.
But that's what they are. That's what they are. That's what the SPACs are.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser.
Yes,
it's just a fundraiser. Hey, I'm about to start me a SPAC, man, and I'm gonna get me a fundraiser going on. We're gonna treat it like the schools did with the candy bars and stuff, man. Just gonna go out here and just be selling all that type stuff.
Yeah, open up some SPACs.
Yeah, open up the SPAC, man.
We use more context to figure out what y'all talking about. What's going on?
Talking about how these guys out here, man, just raising money out of the blue. They're magicians, man.
Yeah, what's SPAC stand for? Give me some background.
Oh, we were just talking about like Workhorse and like basically all these guys that are like going out of business. because,
pump and
or
dump
like
stock.
just tanking because they
Pump and dump.
sold everybody dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you can't say all of them pumping dog.
Not everybody. No, everybody isn't a pump and
large
dump.
majority.
company.
They got a couple of them that's
Nah, they
pretty
won.
decent. But I think the only one like out of that whole little crew is gonna be Lucid. And I mean, to be honest, I really don't know how good Lucid is gonna be because I've seen a prototype, but I don't know the numbers on Lucid. I haven't done my research on Lucid. So I can't tell you how many cars they delivered. I can't tell you if people are driving these things right now or anything. Like I can't tell you what the car looks like hardly. Except for I know that it kind of favored like a Tesla in a sense. It did look kind of nice. I remember that. Outside of that, I mean I really can't tell you too much about Lucid. I don't know. But beyond that, I got something for you guys. So,
Hey, you got that tan for us. That's what you got.
yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, I came back a little darker. I did. Got me a little more
Hit
mellow
that
in
beach
my
out
system.
there? Hit that beach out there? Tampa?
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Clearwater?
sure. Yeah, I went out to the Clearwater Beach. For sure, for sure. Had to go out there and enjoy that for a second. Nah, it was nice down there though. Went out to Busch Gardens down there in Tampa too. That was a pretty decent experience. That was my first time going out there.
Yeah, I like everything about it but Tom Brady.
Oh no, man, Tom Brady is the truth. Hey, I had to go and watch I had to go find Raymond James, man. I had to go find Raymond James. I had to.
Oh man.
I had to, man. It was no way I was gonna leave Tampa without seeing it. But hey,
That's right. Hey, you know what made me think about as far as stocks coming back, the amusement parks.
yeah.
What are Six Flags and stuff looking like right now?
So you
With
know they were
everything
running
open.
like a few months ago, especially when like that reopening stuff was running, and they had the what was it? They had the Marriott and the Delta, all that stuff, and then they had like all the resorts and stuff like that.
Airplanes and the cruise lines.
Yeah, that stuff. Now, see, the cruise lines are still getting killed though right now, because I was even hearing reports down there while I'm down in Florida, and they were talking about how the cruise lines still are struggling, only because like they're the only industry that still has like the restrictions on them. So it's kind of messed up in a sense because everybody else, like even on a plane, like you're way more close encountered on a plane than you are on a boat.
Oh, that too, yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, I guess they're saying that you're gonna be on a boat longer with people. I don't know. But
You know what?
I mean, it is exposed to outside. They're trying to tell you that if you're outside, you don't have to worry about certain things. So I mean, I'm just very, very confused about what's going on right now.
Yeah, they said amusement parks in California can open to 15% capacity.
15%. And
It's
when I
only
tell you,
restricted
like,
to California residents.
so Florida is not saying 15%. They're saying 100%. Those lines were packed. We had to buy the skip the line pass because otherwise we were gonna be standing in line for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's back in full effect in down in
But
Florida.
the cruise lines, like I say, we think that they may be down, but I'm looking at the stocks right now. They've been on an upward trend.
They've been on an upward trend, but the thing is, they're still bleeding money right now. Now, once they do have some type of legislation,
they would before.
yeah, once they get a little bit of legislation, going for them that actually allows them to start operating and operating at a full capacity or whatever type of capacity. Because right now, I don't even think they can operate like legally. So with that being said, they're just sitting at the seaport still.
I know. I don't know how they're doing it, but maybe people like the dividends.
I think they're just buying in, just hoping, because they know that it's coming back. They know it's coming back, so they're just, pushing it. It's no telling what they're doing, to be honest.
Look, cruise line, Joe was still holding that from way back then. Quarantine first hit.
I mean, you remember we called like Carnival when that thing was like, I think $17 or $18 or something like that, and then that thing like ripped up to like 30 something real quick. So I mean, we were talking about it, and that's why those theme parks and all that stuff that was kind of wrapped up in that move right there too. Like it was basically all the entertainment resorts and all that stuff was kind of moving together.
Mm-hmm. The hospitality.
Yeah.
With a hotel, MGM.
Yeah, all that type stuff, and the casinos and all that. All that type stuff. So we know we got movement over on that part. And I know that we always talk about new things coming to the market and all that type stuff. So how do you guys feel about drugstore giants starting to sell THC? Marijuana.
I'd be surprised if they started to get into that because they're so. I mean, that's an industry in and of itself that hasn't really taken off to its full capacity, I don't think. So once we need a lot more legislation, I would think, before they start to make decisions.
Well, look at this though.
You got to be more specific. What kind of THC? Like
I was about to say, look at this though, because major players, including Walgreens, Rite Aid, and CVS, already entered the cannabis space in 2019. So they're looking to maybe expand now because the regulations are starting to,
Well, most of those people that are doing it now, they're going, and I talked to Raheem, I talked to you about it. It was that Delta 8, that THC 8 is what they're kind of opening up for, because that legislation that they passed in 2019, that's when that allowed them to be able to extract like the CBD and the THC 8. THC 9 is, the normal marijuana that we know. That's still illegal right now in most states.
Yeah.
There are some states where they have, legalized some of the recreational use. But I imagine right now that the Walgreens and some of the other big box stores, that they are going to start selling like the CBD and the THC 8 first. Now I'm wondering,
they've already established themselves in the CBD market. These guys have already established themselves in the CBD market, like well established.
But yeah, I'm just wondering, like, is it the THC 9 or is it the 8?
We're talking about 9 right here. We're talking about the real deal. We're not talking about the extracted that's down to the 8.
In just the states that allow it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because right now they're already touching with it right now. Because of course, you have like infused products. So you have like drinks and things of that nature. So they're selling stuff like that too. So you got to think about that as well.
We saw a bit. That's maybe that's the thing that some of the bigger players saw. We saw a lot of movement in those types of stocks last week with a few of the canopy growth too. So
yeah,
maybe that was a little precursor to the. No.
So I'm reading it right here. It says, in May, CEO of Rite Aid, I think, said that there were complexities to selling pot products in stores, but that the company was keeping an eye on it. So, and that's coming out of the Hemp Industry Daily.
So what are some of the hot stocks right now that people should?
So of course, if this happens, then of course Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, those guys are actually going to get a boost. But beyond that, anybody that's actually growing or producing it. So you got Canopy Growth, you got Tilray. Tilray is actually another short interest, like a high short interest candidate. So it could have like a short squeeze coming in on Tilray again.
Yeah, the last one they had, this thing rocketed from.
Oh, it went all the way to $70.
Yeah, I'm showing where it went from like $70 to $70.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it grew tenfold.
Yeah.
Right now, today, it closed at about $19. So
Yeah.
yeah, it
So
would be
that's
nice
one.
to another run.
Yeah. Also Aurora. That's another one.
Yeah.
But I think Tilray is probably going to be the one that a lot of people are looking at, especially for that short interest, that high short interest that they have in it. So you know, that might be a good one to put on the watch list. Definitely.
Mm.
Let me see. So have you guys heard anybody else talking about the big bad 5G? Anybody else been hearing about
I saw something that somebody's like charger, like their shoulder was magnetized now. Like somehow they it stuck to their shoulder or something after they got the second shot. And it was like I don't think it's true.
Oh, the Mac on TikTok, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The TikTok going.
Yeah.
So they got so you're saying they got the COVID shot and then the 5G made it stick to their arm.
Stick to their arm.
Wow.
Hey. I mean, I don't know how obviously that could be anything, but
hey, that's some interesting stuff right there. That is some very, very interesting
enough people
stuff.
To see that. Like we were talking about trading news. I mean, that's the thought, but you know.
That sounds just about right though. From what everybody was speculating from before. Because I mean everybody was saying like 5G was causing COVID and 5G was making people just fall out. They were walking and just boom, hit the ground. Like it was crazy. I didn't know what to say.
Conspiracies at an all-time high.
Yeah, exactly. They're saying that it's sucking the oxygen out of the air. So people just pass out, boom, at the same time. I'm like, man, this is some strong stuff, isn't it, man? Like, but yet people are still buying the iPhones and they're still buying the Samsungs and they're still buying these other Androids and other phone makers. Yeah. But one thing that I can tell you is the U.S. does not like Huawei. The Chinese company Huawei, they hate them. The U.S. does not. The U.S. basically doesn't like Chinese electronics, period.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to like cell phone equipment. So right now, what the U.S. is doing is they're enticing allies, people over in East and West Europe, to actually they're incentivizing them to ban cheaper Huawei 5G equipment over security concerns. So they're trying to get these guys to just quit using Huawei. Like they're trying to ban it basically. They don't want anybody using Chinese stuff. Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
and they're trying to coerce these people, it seems.
Are they saying it's just more of they don't want them using their products, or they just don't like what the company as a whole?
I guess they don't want them using the products. That's the only thing that I can get from it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that they're trying to say that they don't like the company as a whole. To be honest, I really don't know. They might not like the company.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know.
What's the ticker for that?
Huawei? I have no idea what the ticker is for Huawei.
I was trying to look it up, see if there's anything else.
Let me see. I think it's ZTCOF or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I think that might be ZTE Core.
Yeah, ZTE or ZTCOF is ZTE Core.
Okay, so I'm not sure about Huawei, to be honest.
Well, we saw, you'll see some other things with like kind of how even Alibaba was trending for a while, and there's other companies that have maybe just kind of fallen out of the good graces of it. So you never know what's kind of going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, definitely some crazy stuff though. Central, Eastern Europe, think West. Basically, everybody over there, they're trying to get them to stop using it though. Definitely something going on though. But I mean, like they don't like the US just has this thing with China anyway.
Yeah.
It's like
it takes a lot for you to be an established company within, the US, and especially all these different. We've seen so many different things what happened with their technology.
Yeah.
And, the U.S. and not having the best relationship with some of their technology, even when TikTok started to boom.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were trying to ban it. Like Trump was trying to ban TikTok. Like that was the craziest thing. Like I've never heard of a president saying he's gonna ban a social media. But hey,
or one that uses
that has to be like one of the craziest things.
Well, he's the first one that got banned off of it.
Man, he got banned off
Right.
all of them, man. That's the craziest thing. I've never seen anything like that. Like he made a lot of one of a kind moments. I can definitely say that. Definitely made a lot of one of a kind moments.
I wonder that'd be a good comparison to see the stocks that were more popular. Now that with Biden coming into office, and see if the ones that people were anticipating were really, big hitters.
Yeah. Well, I do know this. Value is outperforming growth by like 2 times. I think the last time I looked at it, like value was up 17% and growth was up 9%. So growth is definitely lagging value. So if you want to make some money, you need to be looking into the value stocks right now, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
It is some stuff that looks like it's trying to rebound in the growth sector. But I can't necessarily say that, right now is the time to just pull the trigger on it.
Yeah. With the market we've got, who knows? You can.
I mean, and of course, you can always short things. I mean, if you're not feeling good about certain things, just short it. Make that money on that fall.
Get it on both sides.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, don't be scared to trade when the market is going down. You can make money on the market when it's going down. Just short the market. Short the market, man. You make that money. Boom, 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 boom. Every time it falls, you make money. You're just smiling while everybody else is over here crying, saying, I'm losing all my money. It's the same way as if you go on a craps table and you bet don't pass. I'm that guy. I go on the craps table and bet don't pass. I try to just shoot as many sevens as I can.
So everybody got to buy when it's going up. That'd be interesting to see the psychology behind that. Why we're conditioned to, do that. What's the difference? That's a whole opportunity we're not even seeing.
Yeah, because I mean, like even on the options, if you're an option trader, I mean, you have calls and puts. Calls are up, puts are down. Reason. So I mean, like that's the reason why. Yeah. And then also, I mean, you can use them reverse, and you can sell each of these things and reverse how they work. So instead of calls meaning going up, when you sell it, it means it's going down. Instead of the put meaning going down, you sell it as going up now. So I mean, you can go reverse on a whole bunch of different things out here. It just depends on what you want to do. But that's all the type of stuff that we try to talk about over here at Hack the Markets. It's a simple fact that you do have options. Like, no pun intended, but you got options using options for real. You got options trading, period.
That opens your mind, especially when you had to try to change your trading philosophies and trading thought process. Yeah. Seeing such negativity or last week I was seeing a sale versus a sell. Those two different things and looking at them differently. So
yeah, because I mean, like, it's a lot of people that are contrarian traders. All they want to do is just short the market. Because the thing is, you make so much money so fast when you short the market. If you call a top, the thing is going to drop way faster than it's going to explode to the upside.
Preying on the downfall.
Nah, that's that fear factor, man.
Yeah, it's the fear factor. Just what you just said. It's the fear factor. People are going to see that. People are more inclined to sell something that's going down. They're going to hit that sell button way faster than when they see something going up. And they say, I want to buy it. I want to spend some money, but I don't really want to spend it. I see it's going up. Let me give it a little bit more time. When they see it going down, they don't give it time. They get out right then. Boom. That's the difference. But that is hilarious that the big bad 5G. So I guess it was the Chinese 5G that was messing people up. So I guess that's why they said it's the security reasons. I guess that's the security concerns, is that if they put the 5G up from Huawei, it's gonna knock people out. It's gonna Tyson hit them.
It's different 5G.
Yeah, the 5G from Huawei gonna Tyson hit them.
Man.
and they don't want to get punched in the face.
I internet was just internet.
Right.
No, it seemed like Huawei got the real internet. They got the real deal, man. It seemed like it come through like a truck.
Yeah, that Dr. Doom.
Yeah, they got that real deal stuff, man. It seemed like it's stronger than what Tesla had out here, man. That stuff will stop your heart, I guess, or suck all the oxygen out of the world.
Right. Like we haven't been vaccinated before.
Exactly. So now we're gonna have to walk around with fish bowls on our head or something if we get all the Huawei 5G out here. That's what they make it seem like.
Wow. Hey, when that last week when we was talking about all those new biotech companies coming out with cures for diseases.
Yeah, talking about Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah, I did watch y'all talking about that.
And so come to find out, the third person has resigned from the company that had the Alzheimer's cure just because it got approved. 3 people to resign
They resigned because it got approved.
because it was approved.
So I wonder what that's about.
Like, what if your lab was getting all kind of grant money because you were saying, give me all this money so that I can continue studying this in our search for a cure. But now that we done found the cure, they stop giving you your grant money. But it's funny, but I truly feel like there is a cure for cancer out there. I feel like they got cures for a lot of stuff out there, and they're not being forefront with us with a lot of stuff.
I feel the same way.
They stand to make
it costs
money. Saying, hey, we can treat it.
Yeah.
Because if we just eradicated and gave you this magic pill to eradicate it, they would be out of business.
Yeah.
It sucks because that would be great for humankind. That would be great for us, but it won't be profitable for them.
There'd be some folks that wouldn't have their annual boat trip because of that.
Yeah, you think about all these people.
They're gonna be mad, man. I can't go out here and catch that marlin that I usually catch.
That's gonna stifle my life.
Exactly. I gotta go get me a shark. Everything, man. You know what I gotta go do, man.
I mean, think about these companies that give you the vaccines for the flu shots or whatever. I almost think that is the biggest hoax ever because we're constantly getting these different strains of it coming out, and they say, well, this works for 10 strains out of the 100 that's there. It's like, well, why the hell am I getting the shot in the first place then?
Right.
Because you're knocking out 10% of them.
Right, but they just keep changing that or whatever. People still religiously get their flu shots. I don't think I ever even got a flu shot before, and I hadn't had the flu since I was in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, same for me too, though.
You remember?
You remember?
I remember.
Well, that's a bad flu, boy.
You catch the flu, man. You know you don't caught the flu, boy.
That was like, I was a perfect attendance kid. So like that was like the only time I think I was like out of school. I missed 5 days. I remember that week or whatever. I missed 5 days, and then make me and my sister take like this nasty nighttime or NyQuil medicine. It wasn't a good one. It wasn't the cherry or the grape. It was the one. It was like green, and it tasted like black licorice.
So let me ask you this: did yours even was it like a Dimetapp or a Robitussin, or did you have something that was just like cough syrup?
Nah, it was cough syrup.
That what it said. It just said cough syrup.
It was cough syrup.
I already know. I already know, man.
After Price is Right.
Hey, that stuff right there that don't have a name to it. It just tell you what it is. Hey, that stuff be that stuff ain't what you want right there, man. Hey, but it run that stuff up out of you too, because that ain't what your body want either. And that cold and flu is like what this is, man. I know about that Dimetapp. I'm built to, fight that. What is this?
Man.
Hey, that's some real deal stuff, boy. Hey, the store to go get it from, they went out of business, man. But Fred's, that used to be the place to get it.
Man, you get the thing from Fred's, Dollar General, or
Yo, you got to go somewhere like that now. See, I used to go to Fred's, man. Them boys went out of business though. That used to be a nice little thing to invest in too. I don't know how they went out of business. I guess they had some bad money management or something. Yeah, they went out of business, man. Cause I mean they were like one of them boys like Dollar General and Dollar Tree and all them guys, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we know what happened to DG over the quarantine, but all them dollar ones.
Yeah.
Out the roof.
Oh yeah. And see, that's why I was thinking, like, cause I mean, that's what happens is people flock to things like that, especially when you have like mass job loss and people don't have money, all this type stuff going on. They're gonna go to the discount stores. So that's where it was kind of odd to me. But I mean, hey, odder things have happened. So
what I want to know is how much were they paying these people, like in terms of hazard pay, if they were paying them during these times, because we know about companies.
Oh, they probably wasn't paying anything, man.
Like McDonald's paying people, like you said, upwards of $18, and now like that's the thing. Now it's not just now hiring. They're saying like at McDonald's and food places, they're putting in there how much they're offering.
Yeah, I mean they're advertising the price now. It's like they're not even going to the, you know how they used to do it on the back of the newspaper and stuff. You have to go to the classifieds and all that. Right. Man, they might tell you in there what you gonna make, but man, now they don't care. Like they're disclosing everything. They're like, we need somebody. We need a body in here.
How do you feel if you joined them while they were paying you like they had to pay like $15 or whatever? But then as you know, society normalizes again, they take their rate down from like $15 back down to like $7 or $8. Would you stay? Do you think people are gonna stay because they are having serious personnel issues across the board?
Now the thing is, that's what I was just about to say. The thing is, they have so many constraints on workforce now, to the point where they're gonna have to keep these prices up. It doesn't matter that you're normalizing and that people are going back and this, that, and the other. Like, people are not going to work. Like, I've heard so many stories about people saying that people are not coming to work. Like, I've talked to a lot of people. Like, I've talked to people at the rental car place. I've talked to people in restaurants. I've talked to people in fast food
you have to
resorts.
Listen, did America get lazy in 1 year? I mean, are we lazy? Are we spoiled? I mean, what?
Man, it's poor. That unemployment, man.
Yeah. I mean, because I get, don't nobody want to go back to work no more. But if everybody decide that they don't want to work no more, oh my God. Hey, we're going to stop building planes. We're going to stop building planes.
Everything.
We're going to the economy then.
There's a few people that are still going to work, but so the only thing is production is just going to be extremely slow. And what's going to happen is wages are going to go extremely high because demand for workers is up so much. So it's like, it's a good thing for workers in a sense, but you have to be able to like weather the storm of if you don't have something right now.
Right.
If you can't weather that storm, this is not a good situation.
It's a good thing, but a bad thing. Because if you look at it, they're going to pay you more. But what if they're still understaffed and their job is still trying to meet they
work you for what they paying you.
Oh yeah.
Man,
but see, that's what they're gonna be paying you for. That's what they're gonna be paying you for. They're gonna say, man, we giving you this extra money now, man. So you need to go ahead and
nothing's free.
Is it worth it? And then when Uncle Sam come in, they say, well, you're gonna go from like $20, $30 an hour. It's gonna look nice, but then you're gonna bump up to another bracket or whatever.
And then he's gonna say, give it back to me.
Right. So it's gonna turn out to be like an extra $50 a month. Boy, that's what they don't teach you in school about them tax brackets and everything.
Oh yeah. Jump that tax bracket if you want to. You better learn how to tax plan.
Right.
If you learn how to tax plan, then you know what to do with your money. You know how to shelter it in certain places legally. You know how to do certain things
Why you
with
smiling?
it. Because I know what to do with it legally.
He said legally.
Hey.
He came from Bernie Mac. That's legally.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all talked about AMC kept running today. Y'all talked about
Nah, I ain't talking about AMC yet.
All right, one of y'all need to show it on the screen, man. Show that ticket.
Yeah, AMC, man.
hey,
I heard that the
running.
short sellers was getting burned today, though. It was up, what, 20-25% or something like that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. It went.
Ran today.
Yeah, I heard they were getting burned today.
Look, the short
Yeah,
squeeze
short
went in full
sellers
effect.
wouldn't have had a good start to the week.
Wait. You saying that they would not have had a good
They
start?
would not.
If you had the short, if you was short.
Okay. I'm about to say, nah, they were eating. Man, I'm tell you where it's going next, real quick.
Hey, no, Apple took out today too, man.
That's the one
It
that
looked
I
like
was
the
looking at.
The big pets went ham.
Man, I've been trying to tell you guys, man. We had put analysis up on that thing, I think, last month or something like that, like the end of last month or something like that.
Bingo was doing well.
Yeah, that was one that we had definitely called. I think Bingo was one that we had called as well too. I think Jerome had called that one.
Yeah, we got analysis posted.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
I mean, we've had that Wolf hit.
Yeah. Hey, now Wolf is the next one that they're saying is going to be a short squeeze candidate. So I'll keep my eyes on Wolf. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I keep my eyes on Wolf.
Man,
that's what, that's just my suggestion. You know,
the next short squeeze candidate, it's gonna be Ride.
I don't know about that one. You thinking it's gonna be?
Well, think about it. So it's no different than AMC. We don't believe in the product. Nobody's going back to the movie remember, millennials don't want to go to the movies anyway. They want to Netflix and chill.
In that case, man, Workhorse. I'm going with Workhorse.
Yeah, they
got like a 44% short interest or something like that. It's something ridiculous.
That's what I said. That's why I brought that up, like Workhorse and Ride. They have that right there. So between people buying the dip and everybody in their home shorted Ride today. Yeah. So if you got these people coming in here buying this huge dip right now, along with these people who shorted, I mean, they went down. They were at one point they were down 21% today. They're down 18% today. So imagine the people, myself included, with Ride in their crosshairs right now saying, "Hey, this thing got beat up by 18. It went down 18% today. I don't care if it goes up. I'm not trying to buy it and hold on to it for another $100. I just want to capitalize on this cheap $5 move so I can make me a couple $100.
Exactly.
Maybe $1,000 if I get me the right option contract because it is so cheap right now.
All right.
But it's got a high short percentage too. Yeah. Just like Workhorse does.
Yeah. Hey.
That's a dangerous game.
Man.
Somebody got to play it though, man.
That danger jumping in that AMC and GameStop.
Yeah, somebody's made some good money off of it. I'm not gonna lie. I found one today that I shared with our premium people. I don't want to say it right now because I wanted to pop before I tell people what it is. Because I did share it with the premium people. So, but best believe that I'm gonna make some bread.
Man, I'm telling everybody, I don't care.
Best believe I'm gonna make some bread.
Hey, we know, boy. We know.
You know it's gonna do it either way.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, I put it in the chat this morning. The move already happened. Man, speaking of these low flow things, man, that waffle, I missed out on that one.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yo,
I'm still looking at this thing.
Yeah, that was a nice move on it too.
7 to 12.50 just today. I mean, this happened before, like up to like 1 o'clock. From this morning, it shot sky high. It was a real parabolic move, and then it closed today at 8.55.
The thing is, I like the fact that that Carve, and I like that what was it? It was Carve and it was VTNR. Both of those things, man, they shot crazy. Like once we called them, it took it a minute for Carve, but VTNR almost shot up like instantly almost, and then after a few days, that thing just went crazy. Because I mean, we caught that thing at like $1 and something.
Carve ain't finished.
Yeah, Carve, man, that thing went ridiculous.
It went, but it ain't finished.
No, I'm just saying that thing went, but yo,
it got a second wave coming.
I already know it does. The same way with VTNR, I think too. And I got one right now that I'm in that, like I said, I shared with people that's about to have a second leg on it too. It's coming in soon. So hopefully we can go ahead and get us some nice little change coming in.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Right.
I'm trying to get myself set up for anything with a June 18th expiration. Why? Because that's my birthday, and I need some birthday money.
There we go.
You said your birthday is June 18th?
My birthday is June 18th, so I'm about to make me some quick change. I'm about to give me some birthday money in the market. That's how I look.
Why am I on the 21st? I was thinking the exact same thing.
There you go.
Yep.
And what is that? That's a Friday, right?
That's this Friday.
Yeah, so you got some contracts that expire on your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can find something that's gonna break out.
These monthlies that I've been looking at, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
I look at like I identify like if I got like some plane tickets or something going, like I might go a little riskier. I'm like, okay, bet I need like $500 in like a couple of days or whatever. I go and get me some contracts or whatever, do something a little bit riskier, just make sure my analysis is tight. I ain't pulling that out of my savings account. I'm gonna shake that real quick out of the market. That's what it's there for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys, y'all got some picks then that y'all want to pick, that y'all want to share with the people?
Oh, I couldn't wait for you to ask me. I couldn't wait.
Yo, what you got then, man? Since you so antsy to share with us.
I already told y'all about my first one. It's no secret. It's Ride.
Ride, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that one. But the other one is Iova.
Okay.
Iova earlier this year was at about $55. It dropped all the way down to $17. It closed today at $23.
Oh wow.
And I ain't gonna tell you how long it's gonna take, but let's just say it's gonna get $35 real quick. Real quick.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a move right there.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at how much free capital I got. I'm sitting here setting up my plays for tomorrow right now. So
for sure. You don't want to go out there and you making up your plays on the fly, and you sitting here getting bamboozled and hood because that thing's shaking you. That thing doing you like Barry Sanders, man.
Y'all see, I have my dry erase boards here. Man, I have like a plan A, B, C, and D. Just in case I miss my mark on plan A, I go to plan B, then I go to plan C. And then just in case the market is going bad, like I'll have like some bear picks and I have like some bull picks or whatever. And I look at it both ways. Like with you talking about with this Fed decision coming out. Oh my God. Because that can throw a wrench in your plans right there. If you planning on getting some bullish and then that crap coming and then you see that red line going down. I hate that shit. Hey, that just means I need to get out of my stuff and start buying some puts. So I might wait until I jump into anything to see what it's like. Well, what's that dude's name? Is it Jerome Powell?
Yep.
Ain't no telling what he gonna say.
Nah, that dude is unpredictable. It seems like. Because at first we had Janet Yellen, and of course she's with the Biden administration now. But when she was up there, like it was a little bit more stable. But I mean, hey, I guess he feels like he has a little power. He wants to just get up there and just say different things and allow different things to happen. So hey, we're just gonna give it. We're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
Tomorrow say something stupid like Great Depression. Words like depression. crash.
Right.
Panic, hysteria.
Then inflation is not here. He just gonna say all the wrong stuff. So I guess for me, speaking of inflation and the Fed and all that stuff, I like Exxon. That's who I'm gonna pick is Exxon. They're sitting at like a little resistance area right now, but if they can break through their resistance area, we got a nice little run to the upside.
Well, you get your bang for your buck with Exxon anyway, because they usually offer a nice dividend if that's something that you want to buy and hold. But we more swing traders these days, so we can take advantage of.
You for the energy too, right?
What do you say?
For the energy too, right? AC.
Yeah, playing off that energy.
Exxon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because the energy sector, I think, was up like 47% or something like that this year. Like the energy sector is up like really nicely.
Yeah,
they have really been performing well, outperforming everybody else almost, if not outperforming everybody else.
Speaking of energy, one of mine was that OEG, that orbital energy. So I like that one.
Okay.
OEG.
Yeah, I was actually looking at what they had an article come out Friday saying they won a $64 million project from a Fortune 100 energy company.
Okay.
So I'm curious. I'm not exactly what a solar farm does, but I mean, the buzz on that is going to generate some money. So
well, solar farm, I'm assuming that's just going to be something where they got a whole bunch of solar things out there.
Yeah,
and they're selling
I
that
wonder,
energy.
Well, so they chose Arkansas too, and that's not exactly.
They're selling straight energy, man. They're like in the Midwest.
Some going on in there. We just don't know about yet.
They probably got some cheap land in Arkansas too.
Yeah.
All they got to do is just worry about some Razorbacks running around.
Well, that's first of all, I think that's terrible.
You said it's a terrible idea.
Right. So if you think about from a geography standpoint and natural resources and things of that nature, where Arkansas is, that's more so in the plains region of the United States, since it's flat. So I would get excited if it was wind that they were talking about. But like solar is hot in Georgia. Solar is hot like in Florida.
Hey, but guess what though?
In the West Coast and like California.
Hey, have you seen that thing where they make all the stuff like go around in a circle and then they got that one thing in the middle? They ain't got nothing like that. I bet they put something like that in Arkansas, boy. It's gonna put them on the map. They gonna have the
I know what you're talking about. They have like the
they gonna have the power rod of Tesla.
Well, so this is also more so focused on providing power for construction. So you're not seeing a lot of household things or like things that are going to be on the grid like that.
See where they went wrong with that. They need to wait for the F-150s to come out. That's the power for your construction. Whole house.
That's real. Yeah.
And a construction site.
Yeah.
Any kind of power tools you got.
Said the Ford truck.
Well, F-150.
Yeah. Where they got like a little hamster in there running on the wheel to make sure that thing go ahead and stay powered up.
They might have a lot of them.
Yeah.
High horsepower.
Let them run.
They let them just keep running. They just get into it. Power in the truck. Power in the whole city.
Yeah, man. They've got a little to grow to me, and they're pretty cheap too. So I'm curious to see where their news is going to be trending.
Whatever happened.
Can't go wrong with the energy. What you was gonna say? What happened with who?
With Ford, everybody was buying them. Oh, I see what happened. They hit a little wall. They got up to about $16. They dropped back down at $14. They about to start dropping some more. Probably gonna drop down about $13. I figured people were just on that hype train.
Yeah.
But Ford, it's just not one of those stocks that we saw it around like $4 or $5, but
right, you ain't expecting it to go to a crazy price. But hey, what we got coming in the future might bring it to a crazy price.
Hey,
you got to look at that. You got to look
I'm
at that
saying
market
GM?
cap though.
that
When you
that
look at
Trump
them
coming
outstanding
out.
shares, man, like that's what makes certain stocks do certain things and why they can't get above certain levels because you got to look at that market cap. Because I mean, like, would it make sense if Ford got to $30 or $40? When you look at that market cap, it'll be like, what does this really make Ford worth?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're talking about Ford, if that, I don't know what it would make it, but if that makes Ford like $1 trillion company, is that true? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's not realized. Not real money in the
Right.
house, huh?
Hey, they play a lot of games in the stock market. We know that.
Yeah, they do though.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's just a little bit different from the energy sector. I got to pick. It's FINZ. It's Finvalu, and it's a China fintech company.
Mm.
So, on that note, I talked about the digital yuan or whatever coming out on one
Yeah.
episode. Come to find out, they actually going to let their banks back it, so it will not be decentralized like the normal cryptos.
Okay.
Thing that they're going to have big for the future, going with the fintech and having digital currency.
Okay.
They can go hand in hand.
Okay. So it's not gonna be like treated as like a crypto. It's gonna be like just a real currency. Gotcha.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, if it was a real currency, treated like crypto, that's cheat code.
Yeah. Yeah. That would. Yeah. That'll be another thing that the U.S. wouldn't like China for again. We already hammering them over the 5G, man. Now you thinking they gonna have a real currency that's getting treated like a crypto? Oh man.
I'll just add another one.
Exactly. Another strike. Another strike. But man, it seems like we're over our time right now. So what we do want to do is we want to encourage everybody to head over to hackthemarketstrading.com if you ever want to join us. We have some free memberships over there as well as some paid memberships. The paid memberships, of course, come with a little bit more information as well as analysis from the team, a chat, and a whole bunch of other special features that we have for you guys. Also, follow us on Twitter, like the Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can continue to get updated with us, especially with the Black Market Podcast, as well as any other webinars and things of that nature that we do come out in the future. So until next time, it's going to be Thursday, 8 p.m. We'll be back here again, Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you guys. Hopefully you have a good trading day tomorrow.
Iova. Go get your money.
Oh, yeah.